According to the government, it was decided to concretize the Miramar-Dona Paula highway to provide a one-time solution that would last for 25 to 30 years, instead of the yearly hot mixing work required for tarring roads. However, the same road's concretization has been embroiled in controversy ever since GSIDC decided to dig up the tarred road despite opposition by the corporation of the city of Panaji. What followed were more than 8 deadlines given by M.V. Rao, the contractor, being missed, and with the roads still in poor condition. After missing numerous deadlines and putting citizens through a lot of inconvenience for 2 years, the government's tryst with the Dona Paula Miramar road was finally over in December of 2016. But renovation of the scenic stretch worth Rs 73 crore had even at that time still had not been completed with all the amenities that were proposed before construction. Most alarming though was the glaring, shoddy condition of the work that was already completed. In 2015, cracks were identified during the construction phase itself, some as wide as an inch, suggesting that curing of the concrete had not been done in a scientific manner. The cracks, which run the entire width of the road at some places, were visible along the entire stretch, especially from NIO Circle to Raj Bhavan. While the same was also seen around manholes along the road which links Dona Paula to Miramar along the Miramar shorefront. The government then decided to fill the cracks with epoxy resin to prevent the cracks from widening. But in spite of that, it was noticed that the resin had come off along some stretches. To make matters worse, several manholes along the Miramar-Dona Paula stretch were either missing or caved in, creating death traps for two-wheeler riders during the monsoons, while other manhole covers started bulging enormously. Again, a cause for worry for vehicle commuters, especially two-wheelers, which could have met with dire consequences. But now, after having reviewed the infrastructural gaps, CM Manohar Parrikar had instructed the Public Works Department, Electricity Department and Corporation of City of Panaji to rectify all infrastructural lapses along the road, such as replacing manhole covers, cleaning and illuminating the Rs 73 crore stretch. The tasks also include installation of LED pole lights and signboards, as well as cutting off of tree branches which create hindrance to traffic, which has started in earnest, as you can see. But wasn't this the responsibility of the contractor? And if so, shouldn't he be held accountable and made to rectify the same at his own cost and not that of the public exchequer? Hence, we ask, should the contractor of the Dona Paula Miramar highway be held accountable for his shoddy work and not the public?
For me, if you ask, because as a layman, I don't know who is responsible, but I feel if the work is given to the contractor, he should be sincere enough to do it. Also, the person who gives the contract also has to be responsible to do the follow-up of the work. And it should have been done before the rainy season, because for the first rain, it was hardly for 1 or 1.5 hour. First rain, I can say, in the month of first week of June or I found this road was all flooded. It was like another Mandovi here. It should not have happened that. These manholes are accident prone, I can say. Yeah, it might create, besides those boys who go very fast, they might also meet with an accident because of their speed. Now this repairing of the roads or manholes, whatever it is, it should be a continuous process, not only before the rainy season. In between, if anything is wrong with the road, that also has to be repaired on time. They shouldn't wait for an accident to take place or any other bad event to take place.
The inauguration of this road, official inauguration, has not been inaugurated as yet.
I don't think there should be any official inauguration for this, because we ourselves use this every day, we inaugurate it every day, I can say.
Government should take the action against contractor, and the road should be good now. Yeah, many people have fallen down, and now they are repairing it. They should have done before rainy season, but now they are doing this work.
So what work is still pending in your opinion right now for Miramar Highway?
Miramar Highway, main are lights. Lights are not at all. And That's all. Work done by the contractor. They should stand and make it.
Okay, they basically you're saying they should, ensure that it's done right
Yeah,
there and the
right there.
quality is ensured.
Yeah.
And that it is, launched on time.
Yeah.
रस्तो केला लोकांक कित्याक त्रासान घालपाचो तुमी ते चेंबर घातला कितें घातला लोकांक बरे खातीर घातला पूण जेन्ना तुमी स्टार्ट करताले तेन्ना ते पयलीं करूंक जाय आसलें ते रोड कंप्लीट करून मागीर ते फोडपाचें म्हणल्यार लोकांक आनीक त्रास न्ही डबल त्रास ऑलरेडी तुमी 4 वर्सां हांगासर काडली हांगाच्यान मिरामारच्यान जावं सायन्स सेंटराच्यान दोना पावला 4 वर्सां काडली त्याच्या उपरांत तुमी आनीक 2 वर्सां तुमी एका काडटले जाल्यार फायदो कितें रस्तो ऑलरेडी रस्तो बरो आसलो न्ही जाल्यार करपाची गरज कसली तर ऑलरेडी तेंच्यांनी सांगलेलें ऑगस्टान कंप्लीट जातलें म्हणून आनी रस्त्यार चलपाची रस्त्याची वाट आहा ताकाय आमी लायट दितले आनी रोडाकूय लायट दितले म्हणून पूण आजून पासून आमकां लायट दिसना आंबे हांगा रस्त्यार पडलेले आहा पूण कोण कनेक्शन करपाक येना काय येना जाल्यार फायदो कितें कोण कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर पळयता कोण गव्हर्मेंट पळयतले पूण गव्हर्मेंटूच ताका लक्ष दिना जाल्यार ते लेबर करतले कितें कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर तुमी दिता एक कोणाक कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट दिता तुमी बाबा म्हाजें घर बांदपाचें आहा तूं टायमींग दिता ताका 1 वर्सा म्हाजें घर कंप्लीट करना पूण आतां आमकां 4 वर्सां जालीं आजून आमकां लायट ना रस्त्यार तर कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट दिवन फायदो कितें कोणाक असले एखादी मनशाक जो पयलीं 12 वर्सां दिला तुका 10 वर्सान तो करता 2 म्हयन्या भितर 2 वर्सां हालीं करता तेजे करता ताका कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट दिया न्ही एका दिनाका तो टायम चड काडटा कित्याक तुमी ऑलरेडी कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट घेता 5 वर्सान आमी ब्रीज हे करता जावं रस्ते हे करता तेज्यान पयलीं तुमी करिनाका No, already government is finished. Afterwards, people said that we don't want a road that from Miramar to Panjim. They stopped that. The contract as a road contract घालता तो पणजे बस स्टँडार लोकांनी ताका इश्यू घातलो ते आपल्याक नाका कित्याक जो डांबराचो रोड आहा तो वर्सान तुमी मेंटेनन्स दवरता जाल्यार आमकां रोड सिमेंटाचो गरज कसलो 4 वर्सां रस्तो बंद धरून आमकां फायदो कसलो आहा लोकांक प्रॉब्लम जाता न्ही डबल रोड केलो खंय आहा डबल रोड वो एकूच आहा डबल रोड तसो सिंगल रोड आहा लोकांक तुमी चलोंक वाट केले ते बरें आहा लायट येना खंय चलतले लोक
What about the work that is being done? Do you think it's done to the satisfaction, your satisfaction?
Road is satisfaction, but not within time. That is a problem.
He is responsible to see to this that everything is done within the time frame and at the same time properly done, without any damage, without any problem to the either pedestrians or even to for other all technical matters. All the technical matters should be first thought of before you start doing anything. So lot of homework is required to be done by all the contractors. Whenever you go in for a building or anything, you must know first of all what is the soil of the place. That is very important. That's why the problem, because of ups and downs of the road is why it is so, and therefore level, water level. During Portuguese period, how the roads were built, center was little higher, some centimeters lower like this. No water would be logging on either side, and proper drains. So drains are required to be done properly. Now they have used all these electrical poles and all that. That work is going on, but going on for so many days now. I asked them, how long will it take? No, only light. This is now I saw, just see some are, and again I found. Is it really required to have so many poles in such a short distance? Is it really required? So in short, it is a waste of public money, not contractors' money or ministers' money. It is a public money. Whatever the work is being done, any development, for which every person is paying a tax, either direct or indirect. So money should be properly utilized, and there should not be any what you call excuse for people for corruption. That is very, very important. We have to lay a good example for the world, not only for our own state. You know that I have told them that road divider, very, very important, because I have seen, especially the younger generation of today, driving bikes, they are just going anyway. They do not know how to overtake other vehicle. Sometimes they overtake the vehicle from left hand side. So this again, for that again, our pedestrians are required to be given proper training. I remember there was one Gurnath Kedekar from Margaon, that Marg over the, he was really going to schools and all that. Even school children should know how they should cross the road, especially when there are two such roads.
So this is very important for this road, because now with the road having no bumps and problems on the road, people are going to speed even more.
So speed, though they have mentioned at various places, not more than, but that is difficult to check.
RTO probably can get that.
RTO, when somebody is caught, he gets a phone call from the higher authorities. Look here, don't. So this should be stopped. One day I met one, just was holding traffic police. I asked him, see, you do your duty. If they don't wear helmet, see that either they wear or they have to stop driving any vehicle without helmet. This is, do not, if at all any minister or MLA gives you ring, tell him, do not be worried. Why people they are worried? No, I'll be suspended and all that. Why should you be suspended? If you are true, if you are true to ask your conscience whether you are doing a duty right or wrong.
Now that they're going to complete the work finally, do you think there's a requirement to officially launch this road? And in the future, do we need to maintain this road? What kind of suggestions can you give the public, the ministers, and the people responsible for this road? What kind of things should they do to maintain this road for a number of years?
Yeah, maintenance is very, very important. So periodical maintenance is to be checked, and that should be seen by that government agency which is given the job. Secondly, every time once we do the big show of inauguration, do we really need inauguration? If at all, let not the ministers, but let the people who are commonest men, or the one who rides cycle, bicycle, car, whatever it is, they should be, in their presence, it should be inaugurated without spending money from government treasure. And again, another thing, there should not be any discrimination between one laborer or another laborer. All laborers, every laborer is required to be respected. Everybody has self-respect. That is to be maintained by the contractor.
Regarding the road that has been recently built, and there's so much of fanfare about the concretization of that road. Well, of course, it's really sad. A lay person like me can understand how that road has been built. In normal circumstances, those roads, the concrete road should have been built in slabs. But this road has been, you find that it has been, the concrete has been put at a stretch without making any slabs. Now, see the fun part of it. The contractor makes it appear that they are in slabs, because I have seen them literally cutting that road with a cutting machine. If you look at that road, you'll find that the machine has gone off track and then it has come back again. So this is absolutely weird. Now look at the bumps in that road. This is absolutely without any standards. On the sides of the road, it is incomplete, rods protruding out. Of course, no lighting. Now the CM has said that lighting is going to be made. Well, but what is going to be done to the bumps? What is going to be done to the manholes? Those huge manholes that suddenly appear when you are riding a bike, and especially when there is a car in front and a bike behind. The bike will not be able to see the manhole. The car will go over the manhole. So the motorcyclist suddenly feels that bump. I have fallen once in that bump. So is this the responsibility of the PWD, or who has given that contract? I mean, no engineering, no supervising. People are put to risk. This is really bad. If you people don't have the capacity to make concrete roads, it should have remained as a tar road. It was superb at that time. Now it's even worse for motorists or for all other people who are using that road. Definitely, this is a Jumla. I have travelled to Pune recently, and I found concrete roads which are superb. And possibly they must have done within 3 years stretches of road, almost hundreds of kilometers. But here, just a few kilometers of road, it took 3 years. And even after it taking 3 years, we don't have a proper road. The funniest part that we see in this particular road, and again I'm saying much funfair about the whole road, is that this road, which should have been smooth, is very, very bumpy. At one stretch, especially when you're just going on to Dona Paula, you find it very bumpy. Even at the beginning stages, it is bumpy. I mean, even BMWs will feel that bump. It is that bad. And then you can imagine what motorcyclists and the other vehicles would, how would they feel. Now, the other aspect of it, if they had planned a road so very well, then they should have planned it properly. The footpaths are not in line. Especially when, let's say, for example, there is someone who is physically challenged, and he wants to use the footpath. He has to get down from that one footpath and then climb onto the other. This definitely doesn't augur well for a road that was made. I mean, so much of funfair about.
The road which is constructed, technically it should have been the best quality road since it is concrete, but I find that it is absolutely horrible and pathetic and extremely unsafe. The first reason, there are so many manholes which are 2 inches below the surface of the road. Very risky for two-wheelers. I have slipped so many times on that. Secondly, there is no proper footpaths, there is no proper maintenance of any traffic rules, violations. I don't see any proper boards on that. And the vehicles speeding on that road are making the road so dangerous. I mean, we are waiting for some catastrophe if some corrective measures are not taken soon and effective measures are not taken.
Even there is the schools are there.
There are schools, there is a Sharda Mandir school which is jam-packed in the morning and the afternoon sessions, but no thought has been applied to the fact that these schools are operated. And it is very intriguing that before the road was concretized, the whole road was repaired, spending crores of money, and within 2 or 3 months the whole repaired road was dug up and this concretization was undertaken. So that leaves a big question. There is nothing maintained road, and again the most weird part I found is that road is done only till the Aiva Domino's junction, but that road continues, and the state of that road at NIO circle is so horrible that it is not even possible to ride a bicycle on that road. So the question remains is what was the reason or what was the reasoning to complete only that particular stretch? And it has taken so many years. People are made to suffer when there was earlier a tar road, a proper, decent and safe tar road in that. It is becoming very obvious that since the people are not benefited and such a road is put in only in that particular stretch, that I don't see any other reason other than filling their pockets.